Unfortunately, today has been far busier than most of ours, but not even a sniff of a pitch inspection needed despite the amount of rain that we've had. Apologies for shouting down my microphone at the moment, but as I'm sure you can hear, the music might be drowning me out a little bit. Two sides out on the playing surface now, and Torquay look more ready to carry on. Run through of the two sides, starting with the visitors. In goal, Mark Holstead, with a back four of Ross Marshall, Dean Moxey, Ollie Tomlinson and Archie Harris. A midfield three of Asa Hall, Brett McGavin and Will Jenkins-Davis. And then a front three of Dillian De Silva, Ethan Archer, and returning to the Thornbury Surfacing Stadium, Brad Ash. Your Chippenham Town side for this evening's game. Will Henry starts in goal. Back four of Eddie Jones, Freddie Grant, Aaron Amadi Holloway and Dan Ellison. A midfield of Luke Spokes, Kane Bradbury and Will King. And your front three of Craig Fassamade, Captain Matt McClure and Tyreek Johnson, who's won the goal, or won to strike really you would describe it as, on Saturday, is what gave Chippenham a point. Brett McGavin, the 14 for Torquay, starting at the base of the midfield, and by the looks of it, taking kick-off. In fact, no, that's not McGavin, apologies. But he scored the goal against Dover that gave Torquay the 3 points in their last match. But Torquay will have kick-off. Again, your referee for today's game is Callum Fisk. It seems maybe rather fluid, but it looks like McGavin is the deeper of Jenkins-Davis and Asa Hall. Sideways now to Harris, touch up into the sky before backwards to McGavin. Is this one going to go long and searching for De Silva or Ash? It does find Ash, but he's challenged by Grant. Ash on the edge of the box, skips past one, and now the ball is in the penalty area, and it's more than that, it's in the back of the net. I think it's Jenkins-Davis who broke free inside the penalty area, and a right-footed ball straight underneath the Chippenham goalkeeper, and no chance really for Will Henry there, but Jenkins-Davis in behind the Chippenham back four, and Torquay lead by a goal to nil here in Wiltshire. The first real opportunity on goal for either side in the opening minutes, and it falls the way of Jenkins-Davis, and you think he could do nothing but miss. Well, referee allows Chippenham the advantage to play on anyway. Long ball from Amadi Holloway, looking for Fassamade on the right hand side, and he's going to get the better of Harris. He keeps hold of possession anyway, even if he can't go past his man, but he's twisting and turning and go backwards to Jones, into the feet of McClure. Slider will pass to Fassamade. Fassamade goes for a shot that thunders over and smashes onto the woodwork of the tennis courts behind the goal. But Chippenham in behind the Torquay line, twisting and still turning, and challenged eventually by McGavin. Sideways ball looking for De Silva, who's got Freddie Grant with him for company. Can De Silva just about keep this in play on the near side? Yes, he can. And now he's going to drive up against Freddie Grant. De Silva, will he go left? Will he go right? He'll go with the left foot, but it's just wide of Will Henry's left hand upright. And De Silva maybe to his left hand side. Long ball from Chippenham this time, and met by the head of Marshall. Challenge in there from King. Brought down though by Ash, who almost nutmegs himself. And Spokes wins it to Fassamade on the right hand side, looking to drive on the halfway, stopped by Asa Hall, and the Gulls have possession once more, driving forward with their captain. Curled ball looking for De Silva to run up against Grant. Jenkins-Davis is also making a run, but De Silva's going to go alone, take it to the byline. Cross comes into the penalty area, met first by a Torquay body, and Jenkins-Davis is in a similar opportunity, goes for a shot, met by a Chippenham body, and safely in the hands of Will Henry. But again, Jenkins-Davis allowed the right to roam on the edge of the penalty box, and left footed. Ali Holloway will now launch long, looking for either Fassamade, but he finds the head of Harris, and McGavin twisting and turning behind Jones, but cut out by Spokes. Sideways to Bradbury from range. He finds it to Tyreek Johnson. Johnson's going to put it left, or is he going to put it right? He's going to tee up Bradbury for a shot. Saved by Halstead. Brought down by Fassamade on the line and cleared away. But Mark Halstead tested for the first time today, and it was a thunderous shot. But Halstead seemed to move in the air, and Halstead dived one way and smashed him in a lucky pass to the leg. The 33-year-old experienced goalkeeper, proving why experience is invaluable in keeping what he wanted to do. So Chippenham throw in, brought down by Jones to Grant, bounced off of a Chippenham body and then a Torquay one and then a Chippenham one. So goes the way of Torquay. Archers to arrow a ball over to the right hand side. De Silva can't get a hold of it. Chippenham throw in on halfway that they're going to capitalise by taking quickly. Grant left hand side, ball in field to 𝗛𝗁. 𝗛𝗁 backwards to Will King. And again, the board is illuminated in the Chippenham dugout, so they're going to think about making their third and what would be their final substitution. 𝗛𝗁 still going, takes Lapsley to the floor, left-footed shot, thunderous shot blocked. Challenge in there from Dillian De Silva. Will King still going, taking a tumble. Free kick for Chippenham. And Jill Jenkins-Davis, the referee, is he going to go to his pocket? He's going to go to his pocket twice. Torquay reduced to 10 men. Will Jenkins-Davis, whose goal separates the two sides, will now have to leave the pitch. It's two clumsy fouls from the Torquay midfielder, and the complexion of this game could take a new shade. You could say Jenkins-Davis would have no complaints about receiving the second yellow. You could say the first in the first half was maybe a bit harsh, but the second one, going in that late, would love to make it 2 goals in 2 games. Bradbury from a free kick. He's adept from this free kick scenarios. Right foot from Bradbury into the face of the Torquay wall, flicked forward and into what remains of the Torquay wall, so the set piece wasted. But Chippenham do know they are fighting up against 10 men. Challenge in there from Will King that doesn't go the way of a Torquay body and instead goes the way of a Chippenham throw-in in front of the dugout that it will take quickly after the ball bounced off of Lapsley in field for Will King, who's been in the wars so far. Will King driving forward into the feet onto the heel of Matt 𝗛𝗁, couldn't quite break through, but Chippenham have the ball once again. The Chippenham onslaught continues. Jake Evans on the left-hand side thinks about an arrowed ball sideways. Will King is going to get there. Spokes from centre-half has gone forward. Makes a dive come in there from Brad Ash and backwards to Will King. Torquay opting to play without a striker at the minute as Brad Ash drops in deep. Evans sideways. Goes Spokes from range. He's adept from scoring from these kind of areas. Is he going to get it on his left? Challenge in there from McGavin. Backwards to Grant. Chippenham being urged forward once more. Down the line to Tyree Johnson. Cross towards the far post. 𝗏𝗏𝗡 jumps for the header. It's going to fall down for Will King with the shot. Here's the block. Eddie Jones with a strike. And it's bounced in there anyway. Chippenham level. Matt 𝗛𝗁 goes to grab the ball. That's his 15th Chippenham Town goal. Chippenham Town are level. And again, it's a red card that comes to help them. Chippenham Town level. Torquay 1, Chippenham 1. Craig 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗵, the man that's been given the goal over the Tannoy. But he's looking 2010 Jabulani sometimes and being unpredictable. Now Williams, left-hand side of the Chippenham defence, now launches long. Chippenham attacking into the wind, so we'll get a little bit of it. 𝗛𝗁 finds Bradbury with a deft little touch. Bradbury driving forward. Is he going to put it on the right foot of his? He does. He finds Jones. Jones up against Archer and flicked in field to Jake Evans. Jake Evans thinks about lining it up on the left foot and is going to go for the shot straight into the hip of Ross Marshall. And Johnson goes backwards to Freddie Grant. Chippenham have a bib off in the air, and it's Tomo and Evans, the man, getting undressed. Bradbury flicked down the line to Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones gets the right side of his man and puts a cross in onto the chest of Moxey. Moxey has time to think about what to do, puts a clearance only as since he's come on. Down the line to Eddie Jones. Goes past Archer, but backwards to Spokes. Ethan Archer has been tightly hugging Eddie Jones in this second half and will now follow his run as the ball comes over to this near side. Touch in field to Evans. Evans lets the ball run across his body before finding Spokes to Williams now. Gary Horgan and Joe Sharples, just an image in the rain across from the far side, and Johnson left-footed cross into the penalty area, now crossed to the far post, and I think it took a touch from a couple of Chippenham bodies on the way through with 𝗛𝗁, who was looking to act as a poacher for the second time today, and 𝗏𝗏𝗵𝗵 couldn't quite get a hold of it either, but a note. Olszynski's goal kick goes long before spinning in the wind and onto the head of Spokes, flicked forward by a combination of Lapsley and Evans and straight into the forehead of Evans, and Chippenham can now drive forward. Bradbury left or 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵𝗵 right. Evans is going to go alone and search the bottom corner that he isn't quite found, and it's eventually put in by Bradbury, met by cheers away to the right. The ball had already gone out of Grant, and Will King comes the way of it and launches forward to 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵𝗵, but cleared up into the sky by Tomlinson. Is it going to stay in play? Yes, it does. Met by the head of Freddie Grant. Brought down nicely by Bradbury, good work, but challenged by Tomlinson, and now 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵 can drive forward. He's got Archer to his left. Archer is found left-hand side of the penalty box, turning inside onto the right foot, deflected and off the crossbar. Who's going to follow in? It's the gloves of Will Henry. Last-ditch defending. What a block on the line that was. And Chippenham have their blushes spared, and Torquay will feel aggrieved. How that didn't end up in the back of the net, I do not know. But Torquay with a brilliant piece of counter-attacking, combination of Archer and 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵, two wingers linking up. He's taken on his left, come inside, onto his right, and what a block onto the crossbar from a Chippenham body. Chippenham now not thinking about defending and just thinking about offensive action. Eddie Jones gets the throw in down the line to Tom Owen Evans, inside of Archie Harris. Cross comes into the penalty area, met by the Chippenham body of Will King, flashes it wide. Head in hands moment for Will King. And in fact, it wasn't Will King, it was Kane Bradbury to put his money on him to score from that kind of opportunity. Right-footed ball into the top corner, but it's hit the back of the top corner of the net, just on the outside. And their journey back down the M5, sorry, later on will be a miserable one in terms of weather and maybe a miserable one in terms of result, but not if Torquay have anything to do with it now. Lifted over the top by 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵, he's going to get another opportunity to shoot, but Luke Spokes coming back there with a last-ditch challenge to make the block. For the second time today, Will Henry has come out and not quite got there ahead of 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵. 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵 gets there first. There's a committee meeting in and around the penalty area, maybe to do with the subject of Dillian 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵. Got a little bit of a clattering following that challenge. Corner can now be allowed to deliver into the penalty area, headed away by Spokes. 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵 on the edge of the box, goes for a shot, blocked by a Chippenham body, and it's now going to come back with Harris. Can he launch long? No, he can't. Bradbury, Chippenham can go forward. It's 2-on-3 if they can get there. Driving forward they now do with Evans. Torquay have players back though. Evans twisting and turning inside. Is he going to be tumbled down by a Torquay body? Evans is somehow still going. He's almost being piggybacked down there by Tom Lapsley in the corner. Still up on his feet and goes backwards to Will King. Jake Evans out in the war, sideways towards Luke Spokes. Luke Spokes, thunderous shot from range, took a deflection off of a Torquay body. Chippenham Town corner. Atmosphere ramping up. Chippenham have the set piece. Luke Spokes, who shot, means Chippenham have the corner. He will go and take. It's King and Nat Williams who are back. Chippenham have most of their other players further forward, but they've not been the most effective from set pieces when they're making that protest clear to the referee. Hosted does now clear, headed up by the aforementioned King, and bouncing luckily for Chippenham is it, but Tom Owen Evans, but Moxie comes clear with it down the left-hand side. A confined Archer once again, left-hand side. Is he going to go right to left? Is he going to still be hold of it inside the penalty area? He's still going to go. He's gone past another. Archer with a shot, saved by Will Henry, followed in a blocked off the line again. Oh, last-ditch defending once more from Chippenham. Eddie Jones gets the biggest bear hug you'll ever see. And it was a splendid first save from Will Henry and an even better clearance off the line from Eddie Jones. And back to the wall defending. Chippenham are going to have to catch this kick. Some pressure and the ball may fall with Eddie Jones or Jake Evans. It is Jake Evans finds Owen Evans. Owen Evans twisting and turning before finding the boot of Dean Moxie, who finds the long ball looking for Collins, who gets his header all wrong. Again, misjudging the flight of the ball, but it's impossible to judge any flight of the ball in these sort of conditions. Johnson on the far side for Chippenham, driving at the Torquay defence. Left foot, right foot, which way is he going to go? He's going to go to the byline, put the cross in, bouncing off of a Torquay body, bouncing off of a Torquay arm, says Tyreek Johnson. Johnson absolutely adamant that that's bounced off of an arm. From this angle, not too sure to make the judgment myself. A flurry of corners and the flurry conditions. 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵𝗵 stood Eddie Jones basically stood on the goalkeeper this time. Corner towards the far post, met by the head of Grant. It's up in the air, cleared away by Halstead, scrambling on the goal line, eventually bounces off of a Torquay body. So another Chippenham Town corner. Will King in your frame there has just got his head in his hands thinking what could have been, but Chippenham have another opportunity to deliver in. Spokes delivers in once more, met by the crossbar, headed away by a Torquay body, brought down, and here is Grant, and then eventually a free kick is given for a foul. Halstead and Jones are now themselves getting involved in a little bit of argy-bargy after that one. Stay alive in this game, otherwise Torquay will be down to 9. De Silva back up to his feet, and Spokes from deep. What's he going to do? We're into the 3rd minute of added time. Jones still with the ball on the right hand side following the heavy touch. Torquay are readying their 3rd and final substitution. King from deep, what's he going to do with it? Puts it on his left foot and finds Freddie Grant. Freddie Grant diagonal to Spokes. Marshall still limping about all over the place in that Torquay defence. Jones takes a heavy touch. Is he going to get a hold of it? No, he doesn't. Before Archer just gets a hold of it and clears long, and that is the full time. Callum Fisk brings an end to today's proceedings, and a drama-filled, a wet, a cold, a blustery night in the West Country leaves both sides with a point in this one. Torquay took the lead on 11 minutes. Jenkins Davis, the man who found himself in all sorts of space in the penalty area, just able to roll it into the corner of the net. And then he found himself subject of the referee's